And we're live.
Hello and welcome to all my friends at the virtual nature school. I'm delighted to have you all with us today. We're engaging in our inquiry all about the ice that you put in your warm summer drinks. And today we're really excited because we have a special friend who's come to join us. Can I introduce to you Maree Todd? Hello, Maree. Welcome to Virtual Nature School this morning.
Hi there. Really fabulous to be here.
So Maree is the Minister for Childcare and Early Years, and so all the stuff that we've been doing, whether we've been outside playing, whether we've been making ice cubes or marble runs, whatever we've been doing, Maree's been there thinking, this is great. So thank you, Maree. And I don't know if you've got a couple of words or anything you want to say to anyone.
I have, yes. It's really, really wonderful to be here, and I'm really excited to hear about the work that Claire has been doing, but I'm really also very excited to hear from the children about how their ice sculpture inquiry is going.
And come and see this lady.
And I've seen some of the videos in the past. I've heard a lot about your work. It is just right up my street, I have to say. So I'm very excited to hear about how you've managed to excite so many people all over the country with this work and get them outdoors. Because you'll see I'm pink because I've just come back from my daily mile. So I'm passionate about getting outdoors every day as well. It's been a tough few months for everyone who's working, well, literally for everyone in Scotland, but particularly for children and practitioners. And I think the Virtual Nature School has been just the most wonderful development. It's made that time a little bit easier for everyone. And the daily provocations and the exploring the natural world and talking about learning every day and just slowing the pace and taking time. It really, I hear how wonderful it has been for both children and adults, parents and practitioners. So I've been hearing a lot about how valuable the support is from Claire and Bravo practitioners who've taken part in the programme, and loads of you have told me that your practice has grown because of this and developed because of taking part in the course. And you know, of course, encouraging children to be outdoors is just now more than ever. I mean, I've been trying to persuade people of the value of outdoor learning since I became minister, but now more than ever during the pandemic, it's very, very obvious. It's naturally lower risk in terms of transmitting the virus, and it's also very soothing for our souls. So encouraging practitioners to get outdoors and improve their knowledge in outdoor learning really will be one of the silver linings of this pandemic. So I want to thank you all and thank you loads for all of the work that you're doing, for your dedication, for taking part, for the benefits that you have accessed for the children and families that you work with. And I hope that you all feel a huge sense of achievement. I'm really proud of the practitioners who have taken part, a whole 1,000 of you, I believe, which is just the most phenomenal success. And I'll hand back to Claire now so that we can hear from some of the children who are taking part.
Yeah, brilliant. So thank you, Maree. And it has been an amazing journey. And what's lovely about all of these things is it's developed a little community, people who come together to help each other in these points of crisis. So out of that wonderful thing has come lots of different projects. One of them that we're going to start with today is our Makaton, our nature diary. If you remember, we've all been trying to learn sign language. And so we're going to start our day by learning a few new signs, all connected to the idea of ice. And so let's show that film, Bravo, and we'll get thinking. So as we start to watch the film, we can all be practicing our hand movements. Then we're going to watch the film, and then remember, that's it. Over to children to start talking to us and asking us questions. All right, so let's have a little look, and welcome to all my friends from all over Scotland. I can see you coming in from Johnshaven, from Dundee, from Aberdeen. So it's fabulous. We've got people here from all over Scotland. All right, let's watch our little film and see if we can learn some new signs today.
This is Alex, and this is Erin. Now, who thinks ice is going to be hard or soft?
Hard.
hard. Okay. Who thinks ice is going to be smooth or rough?
Smooth.
Smooth? Okay, what about...
And rough.
And rough. Smooth and rough. Smooth and rough then, Erin thinks. What about is ice hot or cold?
Cold.
Okay, so you guys are filling up your shapes, and I see you've got a rectangle shape, and Alex has got a yellow butterfly, and Erin has a red ladybird.
Well, wasn't that amazing? So let's think if we can remember, and we'll have a look online and see who's there. Anyone remember any of those signs? Because the one that's sitting in my head is ice, and ice is a solid shape like this, isn't it? Anybody got any other signs that they recognized during that little film? We can just unmute you if you want to have a go at some of those signs. I can see lots of you on the screen. Did anybody else see any sign there that they knew? What about cold? Anyone think they can remember what cold was? That's it. I can see everybody with Janet going, cold. You're absolutely right. It was cold. And what was thinking then? Who can remember what the thinking sign was? That's it. Look, Nicola's got it up there. Well done, Nicola. It's this one. Thinking. That's it. Well done, Rachel. Super duper. All right. Well, we've got lots of signs that we can remember, and we've been building up our little nature diary with our Makaton signs and our photographs, and we'll be able to share that a bit later on when we finish the project. But for now, let's have a little look at our provocation film, and then we're going to start having that conversation with all of you about what you might be doing today. So let me just share my screen for you so you can see what I'm up to. Here we go. So do you remember we were looking at the idea of ice, and we were saying that it's really important that at this time of year, because it's the summertime, it's sunny, we haven't got any snow on the ground, there's no ice on the ground, so why would we be doing this survey? Well, this study was about the summertime. It was about putting ice in our drinks. It was about ice lollies. It was about trapping things in ice. So we've been on a journey to look at something that we can make. And today, I've got a couple of ice cubes here. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, when I touch them, they're so cold. So today we're going to be looking at how we can use those ice cubes to do something else. Here's some friends at home. They've been making ice cubes and trying to make them slip and slide. And today we're going to use those ice cubes in maybe different ways. We're going to try and do something about building a sculpture. So let's think about our ideas. And remember, we have our little memory books and we have our learning journals, and we write down all our ideas and theories in there, our plans of what we want to do. So these are some of the things that you've been telling me about. You told me the ice was cold, and I agree. And now we know the sign, this is cold. It slips all over the place, and we've discovered that it melts in the sun. We say that water is really weak, and that's a really interesting idea, isn't it? And ice is very strong, and the sign for ice is a strong sign, isn't it? It is hard to hold on to, slippery, slippery, and we have to go outside because it's too wet to play with it inside. So we love being outdoors because it allows us to get messy, and it allows us to explore these things completely freely. So let's keep going and see what we've been doing. Look what happened here. Somebody made ice cubes and they turned them into a pair of glasses because the ice melted the two ice cubes together. That's pretty funny. And here's somebody who's made a slip and slide, and they've made bits of cardboard and put different surfaces on them to try to get their ice cube to move. Brilliant plan, great idea. So it's important that as grown-ups, we have a go at some of this stuff too. We've been using all of our skills to find things like this, like an ice tray of all different shapes and sizes that we can fill with water. So as we go through the week, we'll be looking at what we can put in the water to make it a little bit different. So here's our talking tub and our challenge for the day. These words on the screen say, how can we make ice shapes? Well, let's look inside the talking tub and see if it can help us think. Here is a real ice shape, but this is because the temperature of the world that it's in, the space that it's in, is very, very cold, below freezing. So when you look at ice, sometimes it can be completely see-through. So you might want to put on your looking lens today and see what you can see. Some people, believe it or not, can shape ice using sharp implements. So if you decide to hit your ice today with a hammer or a stone, just think about how to keep yourself safe. Do that little risk assessment before you start your activity. Look at this. It's like a tremendous dragon, and it's hard to believe that it's all made of ice. So look at this. This is a sculpture that's been made by one of the members of the Virtual Nature School. And they've got lots of different ice cubes, and they've put them all together, and they've tried to make them into interesting shapes. Excuse me. And then when they come and get it out of the freezer, it's a beautiful ice sculpture. Let's have a look at some more ideas here. So you might want to find something that's called a mold. And that sounds really weird, doesn't it? Because you can get mold that's like a fungus, and you can get a mold that's something like this, like an ice cube tray. So look at in your house and around the garden, anywhere you can find, you might find a leaf, something that you can put water in and then try and freeze it. You might decide to make giant cuboids. This is a lovely big shape. It's vast. I don't know what you could find. Maybe a shoebox. I don't know. Something in your house that you might be able to freeze a big lump of ice into. Here are some ideas from our friends at Virtual Nature School. Somebody decided to put blue color in their ice cubes, and somebody else has been freezing rubber gloves that have been used and washed, and then we've put them into the freezer to see what's going to happen to them. Look at this, isn't this great? Somebody took a croc and they put ice in their shoe and they put it in the freezer, and it made an icy footprint. How brilliant is that? Now we know that in the winter time, the opposite time of year to now, we make snowballs. So that shape that we make is called a ball or a sphere. And you can make spheres out of ice, but that's a challenge because you've got to find a shape that when you fill it with water, it's going to freeze into a big ball. All right, things you might want to think about using. Well, we might need some water or some liquid of some sort. You might want a tray because, like with my ice cubes, I don't know if you can see, it's all starting to melt already. So I need to have a tray to put my ice cube on. I need to find some interesting objects around the house, and that's it. You just need a freezer to put your bits and pieces in. Now then, that's enough of me talking. Let's go over to all of you and find out if you've got some ideas about what you want to do today. Don't forget, if you've got some ideas and things you want to talk to Maree about, I'm sure she would be very happy to answer any questions you've got. So let me hear from you. What kind of things do you think you might make your ice sculpture from today? Any ideas?
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Hi, Janet. Hi, everybody.
So we've been busy yesterday, and today what have we been doing? So we're going to go over and Finn's going to tell what he was doing with his ice cubes. What were you doing, Finn?
I was making a tower.
So he was trying to make a tower. We've got some pictures on Facebook.
Oh, look, this one is quite
Brilliant. Can we go over there, Bravo?
No, let's just see what they have here.
Oh, okay, well, we'll just say with where you are at the moment. That would be fabulous. And we can look on the Facebook group a little bit later on when we meet at lunchtime. How about we do that? Let's have a look. Can you tell me something about that lovely ice in your tray, perhaps?
What were you doing with this?
I was dancing.
You were trying to build a tower, weren't you?
Yeah. And you trying to build a snowman.
What didn't happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about Maria?
I started with watering this, and then I put it in the freezer, and then it just turned into ice.
Whoa, can you lift it out of that bowl? That looks like a huge shape. Can you get it out?
Wow.
Big.
Whoa. Whoa. That is tremendous. Oh, pop it back in the bowl. Good thinking. Good thinking.
Really cool. What about
Everyone's feeling your ice. It looks like it's incredibly cold, isn't it?
It's an ice lolly.
You're making ice lollies in yours.
Can you take that one out? And Thomas had a question for Marie. What question have you got for Marie, Thomas? You remember? What's your favourite? What's your favourite ice lolly?
Right, that's Marie. Let's unmute Marie, and then she can join in and tell us a little bit about her favourite ice cream. Good question, team.
Gosh, that's brilliant. Well, I do love ice lollies, but mostly I love ice cream. And you know, near me, where I live in the Highlands, there's a farm, and they milk the cows and make the milk into ice cream at that farm. And they pick brambles from the hedgerows and make a bramble ice cream from the brambles in the hedgerows and the milk from the cows. And it is spectacular. Black Isle Dairy, if you're ever up here, it's worth a visit.
Okay, well, that's it then. Absolutely. Well, thanks, Janet, and your team. Should we go and see about Diane? Diane, good morning to you.
Say good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Hey, what
morning.
are we
Looks
doing?
like it's sunny where you are.
Yeah, it's lovely. What are we going to do with ice cubes today?
I'm going to make, ice cube castle.
An ice cube castle. And what else have we got in? What else are you going to put in the ice today?
Snow.
No.
You're going to make
How do-
snow? Now
How
I'm
do you
intrigued.
make snow? Do you remember?
How are
What
you
did we
gonna do that?
use? How are we going to make the snow? What did you use? Can you remember, Sir Ice?
Jingle bell, jingle all the way.
We're going to use some shaving. We're going to use some shaving foam, and we're going to use some shaving foam to make the snow. There's a
So you're
snow.
going to do pretend snow. So you're taking the idea of it being white.
Yeah.
Okay. And then would
But
you
it's-
do your real ice cream? Make it really cold?
Listen to Claire.
So are you
Claire,
going to make your ice cubes out of cold water?
Oh, she's away to get it, Claire.
There's a way. That's it. Good for her. Needs to get on with the day. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thanks, Diane. Brilliant.
I've taken the ice cubes from the first one, and we're adding to it to have the snow, making it into snow and making it into kind of animals now. Yeah. Oh, look, Claire
Brilliant.
can't see. Right, what colour is
Okay.
it?
Oh, I can see. Where is it there? It's pink. That's looks like it's really cold, and that's a good job on a sunny day like today. All righty. Thanks so much.
Quick.
Bye. So who else? Nicola wanted to have a little word. Let's have maybe one more person. Should we go to Nicola? Hey, guys. Oh, you look like you're putting on your fancy headphones. Hello there. Hi, Nicola. Hello, hello. Oh, he's got something to show us by the looks of it. I can see Victoria's got a polar bear in her picture. We've got lots of things. Here we go.
Huh?
A hand.
Okay, we have a hand. Wait a
And
Okay. Right, can Nicola talk?
But I didn't talk.
Right, you talk then. Talk then.
you look like a proper radio announcer with your headphones on.
I did.
There you go. His finger fell off.
Oh, can you hold it
We
up?
found a hand because we made one. And
And it's melting.
we smell it. it's melting.
It's a bit tricky
Wait
then. Hey?
first, but we can bake it. We can
Mhm.
thaw it.
You're going to melt it in hot water?
Yeah.
Right,
Are you? Can you lift it up at all so we can see it?
So Finn was excited to tell you that he made...
And now the moment is gone. He's off.
You see, we've
Good
done this before, eh? So
Yeah,
Finn made
absolutely.
big hands, and they're all melting. And
Oh,
all the
great.
things falling off of them.
All the fingers are falling off. It's kind of a weird thing, isn't it, really? But it's fascinating when they actually start to freeze to get them out. That's always the challenge with that.
Yeah, he sat and peeled it to get them out. But the ice slides yesterday was a whole day here yesterday. We had to go buy ice for the schoolies coming in. We had none left. It was fantastic.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so, how long was the slide? Did they make it a long way? Was it?
We put it on the Stirling page from the table down, and then it had an obstacle. So you had a wee thin one and a thick one, and yeah, lots.
Brilliant. Well, I'll have a look at that a bit later on, Nicola. That's
Okay.
fantastic. Good stuff. So great to hear from the children. Anybody else want to say anything, or anybody got a question that they'd like to ask Maree?
Here's Elaine. Go ahead, Elaine.
Great. Thank you. Hello.
Children today, and what we've done, we have used so this is Charlie and this is River. We've used different molds, a heart-shaped one and a butterfly, and we have some of the ice cubes that have flowers on them, and Charlie is actually enjoying spraying on his one. What are you doing, Charlie? Is that good? How about you? Are you spraying yours? Oh, very nice. And we have different colored eyes that we've managed to make, and the children are really enjoying this today.
They're good. I'm really pleased. So they almost look like there are rocks in that tray, don't they? They're beautiful.
Yes, they are. Yes, and
that's fantastic.
Lovely because they did help, put the flowers in, and
yeah,
they can see the difference between they were touching different textures, the ones that were soft and the one that was, a bit of texture with the flowers. And we've got some that we are going to put on the tree later on.
Oh, look at that. Moving around here. Hold on. I can just about focus. Look, wobbly.
Sorry.
So, I feel like I've had a gin and tonic. We need to keep it still for me here. All right, there you go. That's better. Thank you. Yay. So that's going to be lovely, taking them outside then. And
we were going to be in the garden, but there's a lot of drilling outside with the roadworks. So we escaped inside. We'll go back out again in a moment.
Great. Maree, do you want to say anything or have a chat?
I'm just saying that shows the resilience and adaptability of people who work in early years. It's very noisy outside, so you've come indoors. That looks amazing. What have you made the let me see the ice cubes again. So I see love hearts. What are the green ones?
Elaine, if you could unmute yourself again, sorry.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Muted myself by accident. So the red butterfly ones, we have food coloring, and the green one is just mint syrup. So that it's safe for them to lick their fingers when they are playing with it. So
very good.
Yay. It looks really great. They're having
fun.
They
really like it. They really like it. I'm so sorry. I didn't figure out how to revert the camera so I can actually. So I have to hold it like this, and that's why it's shaking so much. So apologies.
That's fine. Don't worry.
We are all learning and adapting to this new world.
All right. Very good. Thank you so much.
We have a question from Wendy. Wendy is a childminder in Falkirk, and she's got some children with her who have a question for the minister.
Nathan, do you have a question for everyone?
Yeah.
What's your question?
Well, we melt this ice
Oh, no. Oh, Mum, really hard.
Oh, melt really hard. Is it not hard just now?
Well, let me try. Let me try it.
Okay, you go for it.
All right.
Oh, Wendy, we can't see your screen.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you see okay?
Yeah, I can see you're outside. It looks like you're having a smashing time.
Yes, he's been smashing eggs, dinosaur eggs, to find his dinosaurs inside. But, Nathan, did you have a question for everyone? What was your question?
Well, my question was to use the egg to see if it melts over there and to smash it with my shoes.
To smash it with your shoes.
Goodness me. So it sounds like you've got that ice. We still can't see you, Wendy. I think it's to do with your internet bandwidth. Oh, there's a little bit of a picture. So we've been discovering all about how strong the ice is then. That's really good investigation. Oh, there we are. We can see the egg now.
Oh, well, that's good. So shall we move on to Victoria, who is also a childminder, and she's got a question for the minister.
Right, Louis, did you want to say hello?
Hi.
Yeah?
Hi.
We had a question. So we've started our investigation looking at animals. We found some animals in our discovery that they all live in an icy place.
Wow.
So we had a question for the minister, which was about animals. Can you remember what it is, Louis? What was your question?
What's the animal my favourite?
That's it again. Did you hear that?
Yeah, what's my favourite animal?
Yes.
So I have a dog called Cooper. He's got ginger hair. He's a red fox Labrador. And I think he's my favourite animal.
No.
So we go out running most days. Cooper loves ice. So Cooper loves to swim. And he goes swimming in icy water that humans can't swim in. So he's great fun. We're very fond of him. What's your favourite animal?
What's your favourite animal, Lou?
A fox.
A fox.
And what about you, Izzy? Do you have a favourite animal?
Cow.
A cow.
Oh, we have
foxes and cows here.
Well, we don't have many foxes around here where I live, but we have lots of cows. We say hello to them on my Daily Mile too.
Ah, what kind of cow?
We have Highland cows, so cows with big horns on their heads. And when they're little, these baby calves look like bears. They're gorgeous.
Oh, they sound lovely, don't they? Yeah. Well, thank you very much for answering our question. We were curious all morning, weren't we?
Excellent, excellent. So, bravo, how are we doing? I think we've answered most of our questions. So, one of the things that we're going to think about today then is going away and having a go at buying more ice or making more ice. And then we're going to have a go at how we can make weird and wonderful shapes in our freezers using our ice. And then it's a sunny day, so you might find that you just want to have a nice lump of ice in a nice cool drink whilst you're sitting outside. Or maybe like Maree, you're going to go and do your daily mile, do a bit of a walk and come back and have a nice cold drink with some ice in it. So thank you so much, Maree, for being with us. It's been lovely to have you as part of our nature school this morning. I'm pretty sure that you're going to stay on and meet some other friends from the virtual nature school, and so we'll all unmute ourselves. So we do a big goodbye. So get ready because this gets a bit noisy. So we'll unmute ourselves.
And quick, hurry up.
All right, let's
say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.